Witch's Hill.
Alright, so, as you were saying?
What about the fact that Bisquick fucking, like, smells like semen, like, slightly, like... I forget the first time I even, like, thought that...
This conversation has caught me completely off guard.
First off, it's not weird because you catch whiffs of shit. Like, even if you're, like, not trying to fucking smell it, like, you can smell.
Alright, welcome back to Witch's Hill.
You never just smelled your cum before? No. Like, not
hold
like...
on, hold on.
No.
I'm gonna... Hold that thought. We'll continue.
Paint the picture, though. Not on purpose... Like, not on purpose going like, oh, what does it smell like? Like, you catch a whiff.
I do not have stinky jizz. Welcome back to Witch's Hill. I'm Pat, and I don't have stinky jizz like fucking Meat Hankey over here.
I am Tim.
And he also doesn't, I don't think. I don't know. I'm not going to vouch for you.
My jizz doesn't stink.
I'm like, yeah, when he jizzes near me, it does not smell, bro. Bisquick.
No, but you said that you've heard this before. From me or from someone else?
No, I just heard about it through various fucking people.
Yeah.
That
so
and like
it's not
if you
just
eat
me.
like bananas or some type of fruit, it'll taste like it. But like,
no,
does that mean like,
oh
my god, making banana pancakes by Jack Johnson just took on a whole new meaning?
Oh man.
Oh my god. No, just like the mix has that like smelly like I don't even know how to describe it because it's like I don't know, it's like a weird fucking smell.
So today we're going to be talking about other types of explosions, like firework mishaps. But before we get into it, if you have any inquiries, you can send it to witcheshillradio@gmail.com.
And why not join us on an episode where we occasionally record on Facebook Live at facebook.com/Witches Hill Radio.
Good job. Golf clap.
I did the thing. I'm just still thrown off by this conversation we've been having.
Now you may continue.
Doesn't matter now.
You already ate all the pancakes? Banana pancakes?
Dude.
What? There's some hungry people out there. You finished that. It reeks of Bisquick in here.
Jesus. Well, I'm excited that we're talking about... This is going to be great.
Torque.
Yeah, I have been saving that little soundbite for this. Because it's the 4th of July tomorrow, everybody.
Yes, and there's going to be a lot of explosions. And remember to bring your animals inside and comfort them because they need love too, and they're scared of the explosions.
Yes, let's be real for a second, because, you know, the world of horror is great, but when it comes to the puppers and the little kidders, no.
Also the vets. Like PTSD and stuff, like the
Yes.
explosions and stuff.
Yes.
Not enough people take that into consideration.
Just be cautious. Don't be a total dickwad. Have fun, but just be mindful.
Yeah.
But we are not exactly here to be talking about... You know,
the safety precautions.
The safety precautions, because today we're covering the not safety precautions.
The reasons why there are safety precautions.
The very polar opposite.
Exactly. That's why we're here. We're here to deliver news on the horrible things that have happened with the misuse of explosions and fireworks and colorful bombs.
That actually took me back to when we were kids. You remember the fireworks we used to have in our neighborhood?
Yeah.
Fucking... Gary's house was great.
Gary's house was fun. Yeah, we had a lot of fun over there.
I guess I will say, they used to put on a crazy fucking fireworks shows. And I guess to start off the not safety things, I got a little personal story I can start off with. We got yelled at by his mom. Now keep in mind, we were fucking young. This was like, I think this was after I met you. Maybe like around the time that I met you. But his mom came outside, because it was the day after the 4th of July, and there's a bunch of, like, little black cats all over the fucking place. So we would find the ones with tiny wicks and light them.
Yeah.
Yeah, his mom came out and yelled at us. And we were like, why'd you yell at us, man? After doing some of the research into this episode, I see.
Yeah.
I see. I apologize, Gary's mom.
Well, I mean, I did the exact same thing, but there was that time that I was over there, and when we were in, I think we were in the backyard, he's just like, oh, let's blow this thing off. And I'm like, okay. And it's this giant round thing. And I'm like, okay, I'm expecting it to be like a mortar or something like that. And then, like, as we get out there, it's like, no, it's 1,000 firecrackers, and lights it. And then it goes off. We're all standing there. And, I mean, it took, like, almost 5 minutes for this thing to, like, fully go through. And it was just a constant ringing in our ears afterwards. But then his dad just sits there, laughs, and then, all right, now clean it up before the cops come. And just walks away. And we're like, oh! We're scrambling around because there's just, like, red confetti everywhere.
Oh, man, that's... I think I was there that day.
Were you?
I remember that.
I just remember being deaf.
I remember being deaf and having to clean up all those little red things over his backyard.
Yeah, that was probably it.
That was around the time that we had the fucking... we made that mini golf course.
No, this was like in teenage years.
Yeah, the roller coaster thing.
The roller coaster was when we were like 10.
Was it really?
9,
I think you
10.
were 10.
Well, yeah, but Gary and I are roughly the same age.
I'm not.
No, you're a dinosaur.
I have
Dude, I'm like fucking 3 years older than you.
Holy shit, that's old.
Actually, yeah, 3. No. Yeah. No. No. Not yet.
Am I allowed into Chuck E. Cheese or not?
When I was younger, actually, this was prior to coming here and meeting you guys. My family would go on camping trips, and I would bring Hot Wheels to just blow up.
Oh, those were always fun.
And I had them linked up, and my parents are getting fucking drunk, you know, they're just having fun watching me do this shit, and my mom goes, Timothy, what are you doing? And I like look, like as I'm lighting this shit, and all of these are like I had like 10 cars lined up with black cats, full packs of black cats. And I fucking fell over and like ran towards my parents because it's just like boo, like right in my face. I was like, what the fuck?
There was a time that yes, explosions. We're talking about another one.
Explosions?
There was one that happened in my backyard when I was, I think, 14 or 15, and I believe it was either my ex or my ex's sister. She was in the backyard with a fucking Roman candle, and like right as it like gets lit, she drops it down to her waist, and just like and starts like moving around, and it just starts shooting at everybody. And like the fun thing is like I believe Gary and Alfonso were there, and we were in the backyard, literally just dodging it like Matrix, just like, oh fuck you crazy bitch, lift it, and she's like, ah!
There was a fucking video of a bunch of people in Chicago on the streets. They all had a Roman candle war.
Oh yeah, I envy that.
Fucking great.
I had one with my dad in our backyard, and I got him right in the fucking stomach, and he like rolled over while holding a beer. Quite impressed that he like held on to his beer the entire time. He's like, what the fuck? And he like shot back at me, and I like ducked it. That was crazy as shit, man.
Well, that's a one-on-one. This was like 6 on 6.
Multiple. No, yeah.
This was an all-out war.
Yeah, no, like it was like 12 people or more. I love that video.
I would love to have something like that. I would love to go out and just like not get
like,
lit on fire again, because that has happened. Like I think it was I don't remember who it was, honestly, but we were walking through the woods, and this time it had just rained or some shit like that, so it wasn't dry or anything at this point. And for some reason, my dumbass held a bottle rocket right next to my head.
Oh.
I had no reason to think like, oh, this is a smart fucking idea. I just held it right here, like less than a foot away from my face. And by the time I realized what I was doing, I was going to go to lower it, and the fucking thing just like shoots all those sparks out, and I have long hair. My head caught fire.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, so I started punching myself on the side of the head, like, motherfucker! And they, like, whoever I was with, they turned around, they even asked me, like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing! Go away!
I must have been like 9 or 10 when a firework landed on the top of my head and burned me, and my mom had to run me inside and break off an aloe leaf and like rub it on top of my head. Like I burned the fuck out of my head, dude.
Yeah, at least you had that like on lock, you know.
Yeah,
right. It was, dude. It was that was my uncle's house. It was just like, oh, lucky, like really lucky. But yeah.
We used to do a lot of stupid things. I mean, we would put fucking those bottle rockets on our skateboard and try to time it out so that way you can be in the air when
they shoot off.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that was fun.
We did that with the Roman candle too, in the middle of the street. Remember?
Yeah, we were trying to like ollie and launch it.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, we're gonna do a trick. What? Like try to kickflip as the fucking thing launches out and shit.
It never worked.
No, it never worked. Half the time they'd fall off the board and we'd just be like, fuck, grab it! It's like aiming at someone's house.
I used to tear off the stick, throw them into bottles, like, as I lit them, throw them into bottles and throw them. Stupid.
Really I'll raise you the bar on that one. Instead of putting it into a bottle, take it off the stick, light it, and then...
And just throw it?
Yeah, just throw it, and everybody runs in a circle.
So fucking scary.
It's like throwing a lawn dart in the air and waiting for it to come down and kill somebody. It's like, oh, it wasn't me. It was little Billy.
We grew up with dangerous toys.
We grew up with fun toys.
Or just light it, take the stick, and fucking, like, throw it, like, while it's on the stick. Dumb as fuck. I used to do that so much.
Back when we used to have fires in the backyard and shit, I would take however many come in that like brick type thing.
Oh, and just like the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, but you don't just like put it in there. No. You grab them and you spread them out like a fucking sundial, and then you just throw it in there and just like everybody scatter and like oh yeah, you're talking like they're going off in different directions every other second. And so, some of them just like pop in the fire, but I mean I got hit in the face before.
Oh yeah,
and like. Thank God they weren't the ones that, like, right after they, like, whistle out, they pop. These were just, like, the whistling ones with sparks. So it was like I got shot in the face with a BB gun again. For, like, the 5th time.
A lot of stupid... We've done a lot of stupid things, I think, is what we can...
The skateboard, that's a good one.
Well, I mean, have you guys had the cops called on you?
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, for doing something, like, actually really bad with...
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Fireworks was one.
No, that's what I'm talking about, is fireworks. Have you done anything with them? Not just because of the fireworks, but something you may have almost destroyed?
Pat's trying to segue into a story of how he almost burned his neighborhood down.
Oh, then no. Segue all you want.
Yeah, I segued for you.
Oh, thank you. That was better than what I was going with.
Go for it.
I was going to say the time I saved my neighborhood from a fire.
You can look at it in one of two ways.
Okay, so it was me and like this was around the time when I was still hanging out with a dude down the street from you, Brandon.
Okay.
And it was me, him, and somebody else, and we're across the street from my place, and kind of kitty corner. There was open. There wasn't a building there or anything. It was just kind of like all grass and shit. And we didn't have a flashlight, nor did we really care to have one. We had sparklers, because we live in fucking Illinois, sadly, and there's no fun shit that you can go out and buy. Ooh, I bought a snake. Ooh, I bought a fucking smoke bomb. So what did we have? We had goddamn sparklers, right? We're not gonna play with snakes. Fuck that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but I mean, like, later on in the story, like, there wasn't much to do. I mean, when we were sitting down at a table, we'd light a snake and be like, "That's cool. It's black ash. My life sucks.
That reminds
I'll
me
light
of
another."
Dirt so much. Like,
I mean, shit. If they had sands like that popped up all over Illinois, I'm sure we'd make a lot of fucking money because everybody wants to play with them, you know.
Dude, M80s.
So how I almost burned the neighborhood down? Well, we were hanging out in the field and I had this hat that I didn't like, and I was just like, all right, well, I'm gonna light it on fire. So I took my fucking lighter out and I just lit it on fire, and then like it wouldn't actually stay lit. So we took these sparklers that we were like running around with for like the past 45 minutes, throwing them into this field.
Wait, were you with someone?
I was with like 2 other people. I was with Brandon, and I was with somebody else.
Okay.
I'm obviously keeping the last names redacted.
It's probably smart.
Oh yeah, they don't need to be.
Inquired.
Yeah. Not inquired. Involved. Incriminated.
Yeah.
But
either way, continue with this incriminating story.
I was underage, but yeah, we did something stupid, and like I said, we were throwing these sparklers out in a field, and lit this hat on fire, and I was using the sparklers to kind of like keep it aflame, and we threw it down on the ground, and I don't think this was the same day, but it was either afterwards or beforehand. Like, we had been playing with kerosene in the exact same spot.
Oh,
that we were doing this. Yeah, so like there were already burn marks on the ground.
And what was going on at the moment? Yeah,
a drought.
A drought's going on. Smart kid here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't just me. It was multiple people.
So inevitably, the field caught on fire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it took us a while to put it out. because it was just like kind of expanding. Like we literally started a small forest fire, and around the time, there were still trees in that whole area right in between that field and a house where something could get burned down. Like there were trees, there were shrubs, and everything. And yes, this was during a drought, but we weren't taking that into consideration until after we saw the fire starting to spread. So we're all freaking out, stomping on the ground, and it almost happened in like a blink of an eye. We look up, and somebody is outside staring at us. And so, like, we're kids. Like, this is going fucking way back, so I don't think this was anytime soon. No, this is when we were stupid fucking kids. Also not my first involvement with the police. For doing something stupid. But dude ends up, like, screaming at us, like, what are you doing? And we're like, nothing! Trying to find our hat! And, like, we dyed everything out, and we took off running as fast as we could. Now, I wasn't gonna run back to my house. Dude could still fucking see me. He could probably, from where he's standing, could see me run into my front door. Not about to happen. So, I don't know where the second kid was, but he just kind of like
froze up?
No, he just disappeared. Like, he's just like the shadows and just gone. Just completely fucking gone.
Okay.
And then I saw Brandon run off into the distance, which I ended up losing track of him, and I ended up running all the way down almost by your house. And by the time I got over there, I was like 5 feet in front of Brandon's house, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should just see if he's here. So I'm about to walk into the driveway, and all of a sudden, 2 lights in front of me, like headlights. And all of a sudden, they start speeding towards me, and I'm like, oh shit, what's that? It was my dad.
Yeah, he wasn't too happy.
And it's just first thing, what the fuck did you do? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean, Father? What have I done? Like, I didn't actually say it like that. He probably would have fucking dragged me back to the house on chains. And I get in the car, and he's just like, fucking, the fire department is in front of our house, which I hadn't really thought about because, as we were running, I had circled back, and I saw the truck coming down, but the lights were off, and I just kept going, and I'm just like, I am not going to fucking stop, which eventually led me over to Brandon's house. So I wasn't thinking that they were still there. It was just in that kid mind. I was like, all right, they saw nothing was there, and then they took off. No, there was like 2 or 3 fire trucks that fucking showed up. And we pull back into the driveway, and so I'm just like, oh shit, I need to get my story straight here. Like, exactly what we were doing, and like, trying to almost talk my way out of this. So,
of course you would try that.
There's the fire department captain, or whoever the fuck it was, that was there, standing on our porch. He's talking to me, and he's just like, so, explain to me why I shouldn't call county, because they're on their way. Or, like, why I should call county to have them, like, stop coming or whatever.
Because they're on the way, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, shit. Okay, so I need to, like, play into, like, my actual age here. So I'm like,
this was so this was so stupid. This story.
Worked.
It worked, and that's what's mind-boggling about what he's about to tell you.
Well,
what was the story? What did you say happened?
Well, sir, I dropped my hat in a field, and, well, I don't have a flashlight, and all I had was a little lighter in this little, like, box of sparklers, so I just figured if I kept lighting them and throwing them into the field, eventually I'd see my hat.
That's verbatim what you said.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
And it worked. I mean, it technically was true at one point that I did drop my hat and we were throwing the fucking the sparklers around.
But you were trying to light it on fire.
No, I know, but that's why we were trying to find it.
You were trying to find it so you could light it on fire.
Yeah, I dropped it. I kind of backtracked it. We were like, sparklers, whatever. I mean, we really didn't have a flashlight or anything like that. And it's not like we purposely did try to do anything. We weren't trying to burn down a field. It was just, I was just trying to get rid of my hat.
Was this after you met Tim, or was
this is after I met Tim.
Oh,
yeah.
So,
I remember hearing about this.
Were you roughly then, like 12?
13 maybe? Something like that.
You lucky fuck. No, they could have been like, we're going to try you as an adult.
Why would they? I was 12.
I know, but
They couldn't try me as an adult.
with arson, they
Let's not get into that.
suck my balls.
So I guess you could say we were all very fortunate that we were fucking stupid with fireworks, different kinds of levels of fireworks,
Yeah.
and we got lucky with it all. Some people don't get so lucky.
No.
No, they don't. So let's go into... do you want to do the videos?
The videos?
Yeah,
the ones that you came across of stupid fucking people?
Yeah, I got 4 videos.
Like what I did, but worse?
Yes. I got some videos. We're going to have the links in the description for these videos so you can watch them. I'm going to say some of these are pretty fucking graphic. Why don't you pull up the first one? Let's see what we got. So, yeah, let's watch this first one. And this is this kid fucking lighting a fucking bottle rocket, something, and throwing it in a... I don't know
what type of fucking bottle rockets have you played with? And why have you never brought these over? Because what we're about to watch is not something a bottle rocket can do.
Just hit play. Okay, so this is security footage.
Yeah, there's no sound.
You see this kid there, and boom, he's gone.
Oh my god!
This kid fucking flies in the air. Wait,
It's going slow motion.
Here it is.
What is he sitting on, like a...
he's hitting on a
manhole?
sewer grate. Yeah.
It looks like he got pulled away by a fucking, like, a stunt cord or something like that.
Oh my god. It says teenage boy blown 30 feet. Oh, man. Oh, god.
Like, you could see that he just... Can you imagine being in his position just like, what the fuck? Like, it wouldn't even register until you're, like, 15 feet in the air. Just,
Like, that's so fucked. All right.
I'm sure he got hurt, like, just by landing if that blast itself didn't, like, smack him in the face when he went.
Yeah, I feel bad for laughing, but at the same time,
It's really funny.
It's really fucking funny.
All you can do is laugh at it. I mean, yeah, it sucks that certain things happen, but, like...
Oof.
I'm sure he's alive, and holy shit, that's just...
All right.
It goes. Ragdoll effect.
So now this next one, Ragdoll effect is perfect for it. This next one...
this one's brutal.
This one is kind of extreme. This is a kid, some of the comments or something I was reading about it was saying that this kid might have been playing with a fucking World War II grenade.
What the fuck?
It might have, but at the same time, the same thing could have happened if he was holding onto, like, a quarter stick of dynamite or an M80 or... I mean, M80s don't explode like how this one does, though.
No.
But one thing I will add in there, if it was a if it was a frag grenade, there would have been like shrapnel and shit. That kid would have been dead.
Okay, so honestly, it probably might have been just some kind of big ass fucking...
I mean, it could be. I'm not no expert or anything like that, but
who knows?
But I'm gonna just say this right now. What you're about to hear, at least, if you don't look this up, because there are links for all these videos in the description. If you do not want to hear a blood curdling scream, just kind of tune out for a second, because that's haunting.
I would say fast forward just a little bit. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah?
God, I'm not ready for this.
I would say fast forward a little bit. If you do listen to this and you watch this video, snap a picture of your reaction to this, or just some comment to it. You'll get coven points with Witch's Hill. Yes, I want to start up. You're going to get coven points.
There's no way to actually like go about doing that.
We'll think of something. I don't know.
It's not official yet, but we are going to start doing that.
Start keeping track. All right. So fireworks explosion blows off is what it just kind of is captioned.
Oh, I'm not ready for this.
All right, hit play.
And it's by Mind Lobotomy. Oh, great.
It's posted by actually quite a few people.
Oh, okay.
And slow-mo. All right.
Oh, God, here we go.
There it is. Now you see stuff fly over there.
Yeah, it was...
I've watched this. Bloody stump. This kid blew off his fucking hand.
Oh.
Yeah, sadly, that does look like that's the top part of his hand flying off.
Dude, my stomach just got sick.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to apologize to everyone, but that one is just like so... I actually had to watch it quite a few times because I will say it's not the best quality. It's kind of lower quality. So it's really hard to tell, like, is this just some kind of, like, elaborate fucking prank or something?
You know, that's like a really bad thing that we have to do sometimes. Like, we like doing deep dives, but, like, when we have to look into shit like this, it's kind of like, okay, am I actually looking at something really gory, or is this just a really well played out, like, prank or something like that? And, like, sometimes you just have to keep, like, looking and wondering, and you don't get answers, and it's haunting.
Yeah, this one, from what I can tell, that looks real as fuck.
Yeah.
So sorry. Let's move on to this next one.
Holy shit, it has 141 upvotes and 19 down. Like, what the shit? All these people are just like, that was a good explosion.
And hey, scroll down real quick. Look at the comments. Read some of them.
It looks like you can only do this one more time. Oh my god!
It gets better as you go down.
When you're playing Black Ops and you cook the grenade too long, holy shit!
Oh no!
High five, dude. What? Oh wait.
Jesus.
He didn't actually feel any pain in his hand, but I'm sure his wrist hurt like hell. So that's a fucked up video.
Oh, and there's one comment that says, what the fuck? Only one, though. Only one that actually just says, what the fuck?
Everyone else is saying great and hilarious.
Yeah, and that was 6 years ago. As we could see 6 years ago, people still cared.
All right, so, okay, let's go to this next one now. Now, that was the most heavy one we have. Wait, go up.
That one's funny, though. This one. Oh, damn it, Tim. Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah, you have to watch this one.
Damn it.
Oh no.
Damn it. I fucking hate this one.
Oh no.
I hate watching this one. Motherfucker. All right.
Oh.
All right, so this one.
Can I leave the room if I'm
No.
not comfortable?
This
You're
is
going to
short.
getting it recorded.
Can
Yes.
I grab a beer then?
Give it a second.
Oh god.
So this kid lights a bunch of firecrackers. Clearly, he's trying to do some kind of jackass type thing.
Yeah.
You keep playing it.
Well, I just wanted them to be able to hear it.
He lights it.
Oh, no.
Wait. Listen.
Oh, my God. There's a lot of blood.
Yeah, you think? The last thing he says, that was a bad idea.
Holy fuck, dude. Like, why would you do that? Who... Like, I get there's, like, challenges and other things that you can do out there, but why the fuck are you going to put explosives in your mouth and be like, this might be something?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You literally see the fucking meat hanging there.
Yeah.
He spits out a mouthful of blood.
It looks like when someone's earlobes fucking break
Ugh.
from blood restriction and they're just hanging there. That was like cow udders. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it was quite a fucking... Quite a video. Like, that's all I could say.
Fucking stupid ass decision.
That was the first one I saw.
I mean, I've done some stupid shit. I mean, we used to light our hands on fire with axe and stuff. But,
Yeah,
like, that's a whole other fucking category.
I just like how he was like, oh no, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
Like, he wasn't thinking about it beforehand. Like, what was he, like, so amped up on?
Like he thought it wasn't even gonna fucking happen.
All right, so now we got this last one. Now, this is one where these kids...
This one's funny.
This one's really funny because the guy's clearly a fucking idiot and he's trying to do some jackass type shit.
He's actually he got picked up by MTV. They have a show.
Are you serious?
He's from Indiana.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right, let's give this a watch.
All right, well, yeah, this is a firecracker vest, so called the suicide vest.
Hi, I'm Zacharias Holmes, and this is the suicide vest. Look at this.
He's got those like 500
yeah.
firecrackers.
This should be fun.
I'll fast forward here a little bit. No. There we go.
Oh my god, it's only got one.
Yeah, wait for it.
Starts running. That fucking car.
I know.
Like I don't get why you're running. It's attached to you.
Oh, it looks so painful.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, he's got like a giant X on his back.
Fuck, man.
Oh God. Well, there you go.
Oh, my
that
God.
that just goes to show that being stupid can get you somewhere in this fucking society.
Yeah, as long as you're fucking kind of smart about it and like realize what ones will blow your fucking hand off and what ones won't, you'll be all right.
Still though,
There's
that's
nothing wrong with a little self-humiliation. We've all done it.
Well, yeah, of course.
of course. Where did I find it? World Star.
World Star.
Of course. Of fucking course. Shit, we should just send them some of our stupid ass shit that we've done.
We'd probably get picked up.
We'd also probably get, like, killed.
We get in a lot of trouble for some of it. Let's not go into that.
Ah.
So I guess let's go to some more. Since those are some of the fireworks, I wanted to cover a full range of explosions today.
A bunch of explosions, because you know there's going to be those people out there which I knew somebody who made their own homemade firework, and it essentially just looked like a fucking bomb. And he's like, "Oh, here, you should use it," and it's like in a glass bottle with a fucking fuse that he like jammed in there with like there's gunpowder, the fuse, and like what looks like glue. And this was like fucking 12 years ago. And he's like, "Oh, here you go. Your birthday was like last week. Here you go." And I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking use this, dude. Like, I don't trust you. Like, you're gonna kill me. What the fuck? Yeah, it was really fucking weird. But I know there's gonna be a lot of people out there who do shit like that. Actually, since we're just on the topic of weird fucked up explosions and stuff, there's one that could have happened to me. This one I blame on the movies, because I was so young. Well, I got a little adventurous one day, and back when Arizona used to make their tea bottles in glass, I used to collect them. And, at like age 7, I think it was age 7, I made Molotovs.
Yeah,
Molotov cocktails, and I had 3 of them completely, like, filled, ready to go, just stuffed in a bag in a dresser.
I'm going to say this right now. He was very proud of it, because that was when around the time I first met him, and that was one of the first things he showed me. It's like, "Hey, man, check these out." I was like, "Damn, those are actual Molotovs." I didn't believe him. It was real.
There was only, like, 1 or 2 things that I was lacking, but I was just, I saw it on TV or like a movie or something like that, and I was like, "That looks easy," and like, it's not going to be a big explosion, it's basically like a firework. That's what I was thinking as a kid. But I know there's adults out there now who are thinking the exact same thing about certain things, and they're just like, "Oh, this is just like a firework," and they have no idea how much like gunpowder and whatever the fuck they're doing to make these things and how powerful it actually is, and they're going to fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I wasn't stupid enough to go out and use them.
Yeah.
You know, my dad found him, and he's like, "You stupid bastard!"
So, I'm going to get real for a second.
Ooh, real.
So, I got a story here about an explosion that happened 6 days ago. A fucking massive one. Now, this is read from the New York Times. It's titled, Philadelphia Oil Refinery Explosion Shakes City with Huge Fireball.
Jesus. Yeah.
And so from Pennsylvania to New Jersey, there were reports of homes shaking as people awoke to a smoke-filled sky and orders to shelter in place. That would be fucking terrifying to wake up to.
Oh, yeah.
Now, thankfully, there was no real significant injuries.
Can you imagine if you were watching Armageddon the night before?
Oh, God.
Or Deep Impact?
It's happening! It's happening! Bruce Willis! Ah!
So, the place that exploded, it was a complex that included 2 refineries, which together can process about 335,000 barrels of crude oil per day.
Oh, God.
Yes.
That's devastating as fuck, dude. That would be absolutely terrifying to witness or even just be around. Can you imagine that heat wave hitting you?
Worse than what we've been getting, by far.
What was that? It's like a Midwestern joke? Bad.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to lie, though.
What?
Some of this shit seems kind of shady.
What do you mean?
The company has struggled with debt and emerged from bankruptcy last year.
Ooh.
On Friday, officials discovered a fire stemming from a vat of butane. And that was from the deputy fire commissioner with the Philadelphia Fire Department.
Oh, God.
And the plot thickens.
That's fucked up. Or do you know if anybody was killed?
They said one employee was complaining of chest pains, but he didn't need to be taken to the hospital.
Oh,
He was just smoking, looking at it like, "Oh, wow, I coughed hard."
I don't know.
But no, I'm just...
Probably should, though, still. It's not something to fuck with.
I mean, if you
Make
inhale
a
a bunch of that shit, or even just a little bit, you should just go check it out. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that thick of smoke, like,
Could get the black lung.
It's some long-term damage. Luckily, as of now, there's no short-term damage.
No,
but
yeah.
so that's That's an interesting one. I smell some fucking shady shit with that.
Like
Oh, yeah, I do
insurance fraud.
I mean, it really could be anything. I mean, nothing's official right now, but that when you put the pieces together like that, it definitely seems shady.
Yeah,
no matter who it
very
is,
shady.
you know.
So I have another story that I'm going to jump to as well. This one is a little bit not as recent. There was a blast at the Tianjin chemical factory in China's eastern Jiangsu province on March 21st. Killed 78 fucking people.
Of this year.
And the local media reported that about 640 people were treated for injuries from this incident in total.
Oh God, can you imagine chemical burns on your talking about
I've seen
on your
photos
fucking body
and everything, yeah.
Now this is read from Time. The explosion occurred around 3 p.m. local time on Thursday in Yangcheng. The blast was predicated by a fire in a factory owned by the Tianjin Chemical Company, which manufactures pesticides. It reportedly spread to neighboring factories, but the exact cause of the blast and of the fire is still being investigated. And it is speculated that it also caused a magnitude 2.2 earthquake in the Jiangsu province.
Jesus.
Now, it happened in China's industrial sector, which is, as it's written, it's frequented by high casualty incidents. At least 23 people were killed by explosions at a chemical manufacturing plant in Hebei province last November of 2018. And then earlier that year in July, an explosion at a chemical plant in southwest Sichuan province killed 19 people. And then in 2015, an explosion in a chemical warehouse in the port of Tianjin, city that borders Beijing, left over 160 people dead. Yeah.
I can just imagine what the fucking shockwave felt because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even seeing that just on camera.
That's some major fucking blast there. What's really fucked up, the last thing, this company that was at the center of this explosion has been punished several times already in the past for safety violations, yet continue to operate. Fucked up. So they've gotten in trouble for all this shit, and 78 people fucking died now.
Could you imagine if something happened at Fermilab that would cause something like that? How close we are to that?
Oh, I think about that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The second biggest particle collider in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be really devastating. Although, I guess, saving grace of that is if the thing fucking exploded or something, we'd probably just be vaporized.
Oh,
We
yeah.
didn't even know it.
Yeah. But that's the scary part is that we're that fucking close, to be vaporized.
Hey, I'd rather be vaporized than try
True.
to survive through fallout.
With
fuck
chemical
that.
fucking burns and all that.
Your
turn into a mutant 'cause of
insides
radiation.
literally liquefy and you
Oh.
just puke all of your guts out and shit like that. I'm not down for that.
No.
Is anyone else getting hungry?
I'm getting horny, but
Ooh.
yeah, I'd go for sausage.
Oh, man.
Does anyone else want sliders?
You guys want to get some sliders and sausage and watch some Chernobyl together?
Yeah, buddy.
Fuck
Let's
yeah.
get some fucking sliders.
But speaking of places that have had multiple accidents, in 2018, in Tultepec, Mexico, there was a firework explosion in a warehouse that caused 7 lives to go away and then 7 people to be injured. I don't know why I said lives to go away.
I know, you said that.
lives to go away.
I said that really weird. But that happened on June 6th in 2018.
Okay.
On July 5th, the same fucking thing from what I'm told on these articles, 24 more deaths happened and over 54 more injuries because another disaster happened because of fireworks.
Less than a fucking month.
Yeah!
Jesus.
What the shit are they doing?
Fuck.
It didn't give the name of the what company it was or anything, just the area it was in. Some of these actually did say where they were from, but a lot of them didn't, like the actual location.
Yeah. That's...
You want to hear a really fucked up one? This one happened on June 13th, 1971. Fireworks destroy a school in Puebla, Mexico. 13 dead.
A school.
Fireworks. What the fuck?
They launched fireworks into a school.
It was Tijuana. Tijuana firecrackers. It just reminds me of the South Park episode.
Yeah.
The old. It's like, oh yeah, we got Tijuana bottle rockets and stuff when like everything was like just they couldn't do anything.
Basically, they were Illinois.
Yeah, and Chef became the savior. Wait, no. Was it Chef?
No,
Jimbo.
Jimbo
and Ned. Yeah.
Had to fucking get our little South Park reference out of the way.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Took us fucking like 45 minutes about.
Yeah, roughly.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a lot of fucked up explosions. I mean,
We're not addicted.
how many times Kenny's died by various fucking things?
God.
Not in recent years, but
So how about some like really old ones you have? Because I know you got a list of just kind of like some dates.
well, the oldest one I came across was from 1894, and that happened on March 7th. April. Wow, my bad. April 7th, 1894. C.N. Romaine and Brothers Firework Factory explosion in Petersburg, Virginia, left 12 dead.
Still in the 1800s, so firework explosions are not something new.
Well, no. Actually, if you really like, I can't find actual things about this, but it is known that China actually used gunpowder way back in the day. It was actually one of the first, if not the first, to use gunpowder on the battlefields, and they would make makeshift rockets, which in today's standards are essentially just like over-glorified bottle rockets, because it was just pack it in there, we can get it to launch. They were not, like, if you wanted to hit, like, a tank, like, let's say not that they had tanks in ancient times, but, okay, if you wanted to hit an elephant, like, fucking a couple hundred feet away,
yeah,
good fucking luck, because you might light this thing, it might explode on you, it might shoot off and just go straight up. There was no directional thing with it. It was just a guess. Yeah. But it's still, like, nobody had any idea, like, how to battle that shit. You know, it fucking rockets in their first stage. You're gonna be like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? It's not a cannonball.
Can you just imagine, like, the first fireworks where they're putting way too much fucking firepower in it? They're, alright, test run! Boom!
God, can you imagine how much fun that would have been?
Shit. I wouldn't want to be there. Like,
if you had some kind of safety precaution, like, like, if you could develop a fuse from really back then.
Yeah.
You don't even need a fuse. You just need to put, like, a barrel of all that stuff and just light an arrow and just go.
There you go. You could do it from a distance. Hide behind a fucking brick wall or something.
Hey, Meat Hankey, go out there, make sure it's filled. Tim, you want to see a joke?
What's the funny part?
Explosion.
Meat Hankey's not here.
He just flies over us. But yeah, those are like the earliest forms of fireworks, essentially.
That is fucked.
But you can't really come across a newspaper article that's dating that. You know, like China Times, year 1, bottle rockets go awry. It's just, I don't know.
All right, let's go through a couple of these other dates and see how many significant explosions we can find throughout history.
Well, I mean, they all vary in death toll, but if you want to hear kind of a bigger one, on June 23rd, 1958, a fireworks stand in Salvador, Bahia, Brazil, left over 100 people dead.
Jeez.
Yeah, did not give a precise number, just 100 plus people.
A fireworks stand?
Yeah.
It must have been in a crowd. Someone might have maybe been smoking or something. What year was that?
1958, I think I just said.
58?
I looked away from my paper. Yeah, 1958.
Must have been.
Well, I mean, think like a horseshoe, maybe, and like everybody's inside of it, and it's like, oh, that's really cool, and like some dude's just like, oh no, I sneezed and knocked somebody's.
It's like the scene from Zoolander where they're like at the gas pump doing like the gas fight, and then someone lights a cigarette. No.
If they put a fireworks stand that close to a gas station.
You're asking for it.
I hope they learned from that incident.
They're like, we figured out how to make things go boom, and then like there's like the other guy like, wait a minute, it's a no. I forgot to tell them about gas.
Let's see here.
On August 24th of 1964, some fireworks ignited in a storage tank, killing 45 people in Mexico.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Whoosh.
It did not give the town. December 12th, 1988, the Mexico City firework disaster, which left 62 dead and 83 injured.
Whew.
Yeah.
Guess you could say that was an explosive year.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's pronounced Jesus.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, get your facts right.
There go our views in Mexico.
I don't think anybody super religious is listening to this, and if they are, wow, you're a trooper and I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, most of the shit that we say is like in jest. It's just fun to fuck around with people.
I'm a masochist. I love being...
I love cutting myself for Jesus.
Oh my god. With that being said, I'm putting Tahi inside of my Corona.
You go do that.
I am.
Yeah, you do that. We'll continue talking about explosions. Actually, speaking of something that almost happened, somebody almost got super fucked up at the firework show that we have here in town.
Oh.
This is going back to like maybe 2004, 2005. Mm-hmm. And you know how we always go down over by the golf course, mm-hmm. like whenever you can actually get onto the course?
In Potawatomi.
Yeah. Yeah, you get down there, you get up onto, down by the river, and there's like an opening between these trees. And we were over there, and somebody across the river was launching the shit up into the air, like one of the professional ones. The thing fucking fell and aimed at us. I was behind this person by maybe like 100 feet.
Oh.
The thing went up, looked like it was going to go right into their face, and somehow just like a miracle happened, and it literally just straight down. It went to a 90-degree angle instantly and just right into the fucking bank. Didn't even get into the water. It was the mud.
It's almost as if like God tried to like make it happen, and then Satan was just like, no, spike.
Oh, you're gonna
No.
It was Mr. Torque who actually did it.
Oh,
It
Mr.
was.
Torku.
Do you say
Explosions!
You say Torque who or Tofu? Mr. Tofu?
Said Torku.
Torku?
Torg.
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 Mr. Torg, because all he really cares about is...
Explosions!
Yeah, that's all he cares about.
I've been saying Torque. Torque.
Yeah.
Torg,
I said
Torque, whatever.
Torku.
Sorry, fans of Borderlands.
You're wrong. Oh, I'm gonna get so much fucking hate mail. Meat Hankey, you suck!
In China, in Hunan, 129 people were killed when an illegal firework factory exploded.
An illegal firework.
Yes, this
factory.
happened in January of 1996. It did not give a day.
So you know they were making the really, really good ones. If it's a legal firework factory in China, they were making the fucking really cool ones.
Like the ones that Joe Dirt was talking about?
Probably.
Hell yeah.
The ones that, like, I don't know, have like 6 kilotons of fucking TNT in them. It's like, this is the one you want.
This one could decimate a town. I hope it...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's a social event. Fuck it. Unfortunately, this next one also does take place in Mexico, where 63 were dead and 348 injuries happened.
Fuck.
Yeah, the Celaya firework disaster in Celaya, Mexico.
What year?
This happened in 1999. On September 26th.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not to sound like a cynic, but thankfully the numbers aren't reversed.
Yeah.
True.
No, true.
You know, like, I don't know what to say. I mean, I hope...
Well, hopefully all 300 and... Was it 390?
348.
348. Hopefully
This
all
next
of those
one.
severe survived.
On May 13th, 2000, I want to say it says Enschede, the Enschede firework disaster in the Netherlands left 23 people dead and around 950 people were injured, and this was a factory explosion.
I'm just thinking, what the fuck? Because that's my birthday.
Oh,
That's
that's it.
fucked up, yeah. May 13th of
2000.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I was 10.
What were you doing when you were 10? Why were you in the Netherlands blowing up factories?
You know what? I just wanted one birthday wish completed, and I didn't mean to do it.
Speaking of birthdays,
That's fucked up.
It's really fucked up.
Speaking of birthdays, I'm gonna flip this and reverse it and put this in. This is a good thing. For people in our area, they're gonna know this person. I'm gonna give a shout out really quickly to Silver Sorensen.
Yes.
Known him my entire life.
Happy birthday, Silver.
It's coming up, and he has a fundraiser that I'm just gonna kind of actually give a little ad for, not kind of out of the blue, because it's called Explosives for the Poor. And as he puts it, won't someone please think of the children? Help them experience what the 4th of July was when we were kids. So, if you want to go on Facebook, look up Silver Sorensen, and you can help donate to his GoFundMe for Explosives for the Poor.
And if you're confused on which profile it is, I believe he still has the...
He's got an epic beard.
He's got an epic beard.
He's
cheers in you.
And he's got a fucking hearse.
Yes, a hearse. That's what... I couldn't think of the word.
So
he has a fucking hearse.
You people, won't you please think of the children? Donate for Explosives for the Poor.
It's for a good cause.
Let's get back to these fucked up stories. Sorry.
On April 10th of 2016, the Putangal temple fire in Kollam, Kerala, India, over 100 people died and an estimated 1,000 injuries.
He really wanted to tear us down.
Think of the children.
Yeah, so donate for Explosives to the poor. The poor need explosives.
I don't think this is a good way to promote that.
This was
This is ill-advised.
Very
poor
ill-advised.
choice. When people slowly stop raising their glasses, like, oh my.
Oh my.
Oh, here. Oh.
You know what? I'm trying to help out a good, honest fundraiser. That's all I'm doing.
On June 22nd, 1991, a warehouse explosion in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil left 22 dead. Man, these fireworks, man, it makes me wonder if it's just like they had just like one big one, like this, like one manufacturer since fucking 1800s. It's like, you know what? Let's make one unstable firework, and it's super powerful, and we're just gonna send it to random people, and it just starts happening, and like throughout time, it's always just been this one fucking place.
You know, honestly, it seems like it's a lot of, mostly firework factories. Honestly, I feel like
There's that stand.
Yeah, the stand. I feel like this could have been because of just like stupid fucking employees, maybe. Like someone not really being careful, not paying attention fully.
Well, that's why it's called an accident.
It's like someone smoking a cigarette on their break next to the propane tanks. They're just like, oh yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Just like not realizing like the full conjunction of what could actually fucking happen from it.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, it's super flammable paper. Oh, these are the best fireworks ever. Just like a fucking
anything
fire.
could have happened. I mean, if something was left out in the sun too long and everything just got really hot, maybe it was underneath some type of glass awning.
Yeah.
Came down like a magnifying glass, lit one thing, and next thing you know, the entire thing happens. Or like a hot piece of metal, or the roof falls onto the
solar
fucking
panel.
Shit. It's really anybody's guess. I mean, yeah, it could be like somebody's actual fault. Like, hey, I fucking brought a dragon into the firework place. I hope this is okay. Like, Billy, no!
My boss fucked my wife, so, I just got back at him by setting the fucking factory up. It could be anything.
It could be anything.
Could have too much chili and just fart too hard.
Oh my God.
You
Like
never...
a butane.
You know what that sounds like? Sounds like they got too many cooks.
Too many cooks. Oh my... You son of a bitch.
He slipped that in so beautifully.
Oh, man. That was great.
Too many cooks.
I can't believe that was a fucking show.
I can't believe that was the intro for the show.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
It was an intro. The show was an intro.
It was great. It was great.
I'm glad to join you guys on this journey. This is a great journey.
We're going all the fuck over the place. Places I didn't even realize we were on.
Just like fireworks, so we're fitting the fucking topic.
I mean, that's one way to do it. There's one that actually happened in Perm, Russia. It was called the Lame Horse Fire. I think that's how you pronounce it, or Lame. Probably lame. I don't know. It's literally Lame, so I'm American and stupid. So
the Lame Horse Fire. Yep.
The lame horse, it was lame, dude.
156 deaths and 78 injuries.
Yeah, this was a club.
So how the fuck did that
It could have been like a DJ set or something.
The world's most intense fucking light show, like the pyro.
Guys, no.
Guy was just like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm gonna make this like the best set ever.
Oh no, this was that one guy that makes those like high-pitched tongue noises.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Vitas.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was just a Fire Vitas show.
God damn it.
It's a really catchy song, you
And
know.
that was
I would
December
love-
5th, 2009.
I
could
would
have been
love
him.
to take like heavy like hallucinogenic drugs and just watch his set. Like,
Oh god, that would be amazing.
dude, like it's Russian, so like they're gonna bring a bear out and a fucking like on a unicycle, like bouncing fucking dishes. Like,
Do you think when Russians come over here and they're just like, dude, I'm gonna go to an American concert, they're gonna bring out that fucking cheeseburger,
I'm gonna eat
they're
it.
gonna dance around and sweating and shit, and they're gonna like actually chug beef juice, which actually happened at a
they could
concert
go to
that we
a
went
five.
to.
Well, they could go,
That's unheard of. I was gonna say they wouldn't be wrong expecting
they
that.
could go
Yeah,
to a
we've seen it.
five-finger death punch show and see the same goddamn thing. What do you mean? Yeah, of course. They're just like, oh, I want to see a really obese American.
Why are Russians sounding like
I
Germans?
don't fucking know. It was after World War II.
Let's get a
None of what you said makes sense. Let's
Good.
move on. That was an
Great.
explosive failure.
enjoying those beers.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, there's quite a few many beers we have still left over. Cause guess what? As you guys know, you were there. You were my best man. I just got married.
That you did.
Man, a married fucking man. Hey, that's just great. Well, let's give him a big round of applause, folks, for the married man. Come on.
Yeah, thank you, Otis. I was queuing that up so well.
The pictures were phenomenal.
That was fucking great.
Your dad.
Coming out in dreads. Oh God, my dad would.
We should have had fireworks for that.
So if anyone does not know, Tim's dad is bald and wore a hat of dreads that he actually constructed himself because
Yeah.
the dreads that came with the hat were shitty. So your dad actually committed to getting another fucking like set of dreads. And he put them to the hat. And I felt so stupid because first off, it was really hot and I was kind of drunk at that point. And your dad walks up next to you, and I literally went, "Who the fuck is that guy?"
No, you walked up to me and said that because
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And he's like, who's that? Who's the new dude? And I'm like, dude, that's his dad. He's like, oh. To get into the last little segment of this episode, we're going to talk about a few things that actually happened in 2017 because for some fucking reason, there was just, what did we say at the beginning of the show? There was 12,900 accidents that happened. What the fuck? Do people just like, I'm just going to hold on to this a little bit longer? Maybe that joke about like cooking the grenade too long, maybe people actually thought that before like throwing the firework. If they're holding on to it. Or, you know, when something doesn't shoot off, why do you instantly look into it? That's like firing a bullet in the side of a gun and be like, oh, it misfired. It didn't go off. And then you aim it at your face.
Why isn't this working?
Right? Like, why the fuck do people do that shit? But I have a couple of noted things that happened. One that actually happened in Chicago. In Chicago, there was a man who lit the fuse to a firework that normally went about 40 to 50 feet in the air, and when it didn't shoot off, of course, he leaned over and looked into the fucking thing. The thing shot up into his face and killed him.
Jesus. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, he was pronounced dead at the hospital.
It's fucked up.
Hopefully, he died a lot sooner than that.
Oh yeah, hopefully it was just instant and like it didn't go into his face and melt his brain or something.
That's fucked up.
It's super fucked up. That's why people need to like have patience. Patience is a virtue. On July 4th, a man was rushed to the hospital after he decided to try and ignite a firework in the parking lot of a strip mall. Unfortunately for him, he blew apart his hand. Get this, later that insane night, the exact same incident happened to somebody else in the same parking lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we saw a video of that earlier.
Yes. I mean, the first dude lost his hand. The second guy just fucked up his hand. It didn't say exactly what happened to him. I'm guessing he either got, like, massive, like, burns or he lost a finger or two or something. But, regardless, just, what the hell? Over in Warren, Michigan, a drunk man blew up a firework only to have have glass and other debris flung at him and embed itself into his chest and neck area.
Did he die?
No.
Oh.
From what I know and from what I can collect, he actually survived that.
I mean, happy that he survived, but just thinking of
that would be painful.
It sounds like he did what you did, except he probably used something a little more powerful.
Yeah.
What did you do?
With the bottle rockets in the bottles.
Oh,
but
yeah.
we threw them far. But I mean, yeah, like if I did that with an M80 or some shit like that, it'd probably be the same.
Yeah, it turned into like a little frag grenade, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get shrapnel.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Like if he went like unconscious, like real quick, then fuck yeah. But like if you're you know,
you'd be shell shocked,
awake, and you're just like, oh god.
You probably wouldn't have any recollection of what actually happened. You'd just be like, oh god, everything's different. I'm in pain. What the fuck is going on? Trying to like recollect yourself
and register everything that just happened to you.
Yeah, I mean, when I got my face busted open, like all I saw was white, and then I came to was super fucking confused, and the same thing's gonna happen. I mean, it's an explosion, especially when you get hit in the face, you know?
Yeah.
A man in Fargo, North Dakota, found a firework in a parking lot and lit it. It exploded and destroyed both of his hands. Yeah, it also hurt a few bystanders also. From their account, the man who actually destroyed his hands actually wrapped him up in his bloody shirt to try and save them. So, yeah, just don't fuck with things when you see them just laying there. Just like, oh, an explosive. I'm just going to light it.
Especially
so that's what we did as
wet
kids.
fireworks, too. Be careful with those. You know, oh, it got wet, it's not going to light. Don't fuck with those, well, especially because those are
the reason why. Okay, so when you light the wick, sometimes the outer coating it won't light, but the inner part of that wick will still light and burn down into it, and it'll look like it's just sitting there.
Yeah, just like,
and then the next thing you know, it explodes. Yeah, certain things that people don't know that could save them a body part or their life.
Thankfully, you said the same thing that I thought because I didn't want to say it and have you be like, no, you dumbass.
You fucking plebe.
You're fucking stupid.
It's not like you lit a field on fire with a fucking sparkler.
And got away with it because you told the fucking cops.
I didn't fool anybody. I told them the truth, just not all of it. A 12-year-old and a 13-year-old were rushed to the ER after having found fireworks and ignited them again. What the fuck? Ruining one of the child's hands and the other was hit by debris. This took place in Auburn, Washington. Yeah, just don't pick things up and light them because everybody fucking does it for some reason. I mean, we did it kind of, but like it was if they had big wicks, unless they were little firecrackers. And when we say firecrackers, we mean the little single black cat things, that little pop. Not a fucking M80 that's going to take your fucking hand off.
That's a sign of a pyro, though. It's like, what the fuck were you thinking? Well, I just saw something that needed to be lighted, so I lit it.
Well, we're not actually going away from Auburn. We're actually staying there for a moment. Still in Auburn, Washington, things got really crappy for a few people. A 40-year-old man put fireworks on his head, and then when it didn't go up, he removed it. And then it exploded, and he lost both of his hands. Then the same thing happened happened less than an hour after the first report. Both men were airlifted to a hospital. Literally, the exact same fucking thing happened again, less than an hour after the first thing.
But from the same spot in that town, or just
as far as I know,
town?
It's same town at least.
That's like still same party. Think of that like the same fucking party. Someone's like, "Oh yeah, no, it's not gonna work." Oh my god, my hands are gone, and then like. After that shit, someone's like, man, yeah, that guy was an asshole.
I bet I could do it better than him.
Boo! Oh no, my hands! Oh no!
The fucking paramedics show up and they're just like, guys should probably really tone it down.
But the paramedic's just like, gee willikers, I need to get out of town.
Out of nowhere, Daphne walks out and she's like, Jinkies, I found a clue.
Oh,
not Daphne, Velma.
Velma, yeah.
I found a clue and it's someone's finger.
No, you're fucking Scooby-Doo.
I'm sorry, I was jumping from fireworks to Scooby-Doo. Normally that doesn't happen.
No, it's okay because earlier I didn't even know what my own fucking metal band reference is when I...
That's a fail. That's an explosion.
To compare King
That's
Diamond
a backfire explosion.
Yeah, you know what.
But speaking of metal, Iowa! In Iowa, a woman and her baby were rushed to the ER when a firework was supposed to go vertically and went sideways at them. Just like the story I said about when I almost got hit and those other people got hit.
It was supposed to go vertically, but it went sideways?
Well...
Who was the person that told the fucking doctor that? Like, it was supposed to go vertically, not sideways.
He's just freaking out in the fucking waiting room.
Out, son of a bitch!
I was holding it and it fell.
Sir, you're not going to go home. You're convicted for...
Committed.
For committed. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Convicted. What's the next?
At a church outing, a 17-year-old man sustained damage to his hand, including the loss of a few fingers. Wait, what? Oh, when the firework exploded in his hand. For some reason, my autocorrect said then. He lost a few fingers and then it exploded. It was the worst firework accident ever. Everybody got freaked the fuck out.
He literally chopped him off.
God sneezed when he tried to do the miracle and did everything backwards.
Oh, no.
Not exactly a miracle, but let's keep going.
He's like, oh shit. In New York, there was a van that caught fire due to some sort of electrical problem. It ignited the fireworks that were stored in the back and injured 5 people. They were taken to the hospital for serious burns.
What was the color of the van?
Why? Did you know these people?
No.
No. Well, I have a habit of throwing lit cigarettes in cars, so...
I specifically hate white vans, so...
Oh, well, that's just mean. In Parker, Arizona, a firework mishap led to a wildfire. Oh, that sounds somewhat familiar.
Yeah.
Though the firefighters were able to extinguish the fire and stop anyone from being harmed, it's a reminder that not always it has to be a direct incident with a firework to cause any type of damage.
Yeah, you learned that.
You know what, guy?
It's a parallel universe, and it's like you.
I wasn't an adult. I was a child.
That's why I said parallel universe.
No, I know, but it makes me feel better knowing that I did the same thing as a child when like adults are literally doing this shit.
Could you imagine like the same spiel to the cops? Well, I lost my hat now.
Just punch him in the face. I heard that from a 12-year-old.
Recently got switched from Illinois to Arizona. I heard that.
Why is it spreading? It's spreading like wildfire. And then he gets punched again. It's like, no buttons. But we're going to end this list where everything pretty much seems to end, and that's in Florida. In DeLand, Florida, a man lost part of his hand when an alleged assailant threw a firecracker of sorts at him. Because this had to have been very powerful, because when he went to go throw it away, it detonated, harming his hand, and he had to be airlifted away for treatment.
Harming his hand?
Well, it didn't say like, oh, his fingers were gone, his hand was gone. It literally is just like, oh, he messed up his hand.
So it could have just been like lacerations on the tip of his fingers.
It could have been he blew apart his hand. It might not have off.
Yeah.
Might have
like
just
open.
Been, yeah.
Embedded itself in. He's just holding it together or something.
So, all in all, I think what we can learn from this episode is be safe with fireworks.
Yes, because...
I guess we're going to come back to that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times we can keep saying it, but like it needs to be expressed as much as we can. Just you need to have some type of safety precaution, like keep a bucket of water or something. Have an adult with you if you can't be an adult yourself.
Next week, we're going to do a body count check to see how many of you have taken our advice.
We're going to check the reports.
Yeah, actually, I think we should announce that on the next episode, just to see. Did you guys listen to us? Because if not, they should have listened to Witch's Hill.
You could stay safe by listening to this episode.
And again, since 4th of July is tomorrow, people's parties are probably this coming weekend. Mm-hmm. You still have time to donate to Silver's cause.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can find that on Facebook.
Make some kids' dream a reality. And hopefully they don't blow their fingers off.
You know what? I'm actually going to share his GoFundMe to the group.
Please do, because I will share that.
Because you can find that at facebook.com/Witches Hill Radio.
That's our business page, but from the business page, why not give that a like too? Because you can join us on Facebook Live, and then head on over to the subgroup that's part of that, and you can join our chat and post up a bunch of fun, fucked up shit that you can stare at and stay awake at night. Remember, it's not always your proudest fat that you're going to be talking about.
And as always, like, subscribe, follow, click that bell, stay notified.
Yes, until next Wednesday, we will see you later.
Peace.
Witches Hill.